Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Derek Ruby Show. I am your host, the previously mentioned Mr. Ruby, and today on episode 10, we're going to do a game review. Now, if you grew up in the 1980s like I did, then you probably watched Transformers when you were a kid, watching Autobots fight Decepticons, battling on Earth for the fate of humanity. This show was one of the best shows that ever came out, and it spawned 3 seasons and probably the best movie to date in the whole Transformers genre, the 1986 movie. And now today, available on Android and iPhone and all kinds of devices, is a Generation 1 game known as Transformers Earth Wars. So a lot of people say that this game is like Clash of Clans, but I don't know shit about that game. All I know is that this is about Transformers. So if you look at this game, the character designs are very thought out. You can see Starscream and Scourge and a couple of the others. It's got a great feel to it. They transform. They look great. I've always kind of wanted an MMO Transformers game, and that's not exactly what this is, but it's very similar. You start your base off from scratch, in which other characters try to raid your base and steal your resources. You pretty much have to build it up and put the defenses in the right place just so you won't get your ass kicked. As well, in turn, you have to go and attack other players and raid their bases as well. The gameplay can be pretty fun. Pick your character's special ability. You can pick specific targets for them to attack. But at the same time, they're just kind of walking around like dumbasses. And the problem with that is whatever they're attacking, if something else attacks it, they won't fight back and stop what they're doing. They'll just keep attacking whatever they're on, which can be pretty annoying, but it also can be pretty good sometimes because if you're attacking the headquarters, which is the main purpose of the game, is destroy the headquarters and you get all the resources, sometimes they'll just ignore those attacks and they'll destroy that base if that's what you got them on. So that can be a good thing. Now there's a lot of features in this game. They have weekly events. This week we had an event where we got Ultra Magnus and Galvatron. Most of the Autobots in the game and Decepticons have counterparts that are the same. For example, Megatron has a charge attack where he can attack a building and inspire all of his troops to attack the same spot, and Optimus Prime will do the same thing. Now your resources are based off of Alloy and Energon. It takes a lot of it to upgrade different things. The game has a campaign mode. Some people don't like playing story modes for games, but I recommend that you do because in order to get certain buildings and certain characters right off the bat, you need to complete it, and it's not going to take too long. For example, in the first mission on my campaign, I got Megatron for it. Also, the game features alliances. I'm part of the Cybertron Alliance, which is Cybertron with an S, from Cybertron.com, which is all things Transformers. You should check it out sometime. Each alliance has a commander and a couple subordinates. They pretty much can decide the wars and kick people in and out. You want to make sure you're within an alliance that actually participates because when alliances have wars, they get rewards. You click on your alliance menu and you can see all the things about your alliance, your profile, so on. You can see your commander. There's my commander on the screen. Alliances play an important part because when you win an alliance war, you get rewarded with Energon and Spark. And Spark is an important thing because it is what upgrades your guys' special abilities as well as helps you get them to a higher level. Also, alliances are important for events because alliances work together to win these events, and in order for you to get certain characters or certain kind of perks and certain shards and things of that nature, you're going to need to participate in these events with an alliance. Otherwise, you're never going to get there. Also, you will notice there are multiple versions of different characters, and they come between 1 and 4 stars. And the reason for that is the game wants you to keep playing so you can get more. You will get a daily crystal and you can get some of them that way. Sometimes you will have to build up what they call 3 and 4 star shards and 2 star shards, different levels of the different characters. The best part about this game is the game is absolutely free. I'm not kidding you. This game is 100% free. Now you can spend money on the game to get yourself a little higher. I do recommend spending 20 or 30 bucks just to get yourself a little more established and get some things built. Because there are some people, they'll tell you to spend $300-$400. I don't think that that's necessary, but there are people that grind out that way. But you don't need to do all that to have fun with this game. The combat system can be pretty good. When you see the characters fight, you can zoom in or zoom out as much as you want to. You can even speed up the battle and make things happen faster. You can watch your battles on replay, see yourself get defeated or win and see what you did right or what you did wrong. And you can make adjustments because you can always move things around in your base. Anyway, this is a good game to waste time because if you have like your wife or your friend or family member or whatever and you're sitting in the car and you're just thinking, where the fuck are you at? Well, you can pass the time by playing this game right here. Just go ahead, play a couple rounds, and it'll just make the time go by just like that. Overall, the game is a good game. It's got a lot of replayability. It's something that you got to put some time into, but it's not something that you really got to pay attention to all the time to be able to enjoy it. And I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory once you get going. It's not that hard to follow. If you're a fan of the original Generation 1 Transformers, then you'll probably like this game. And I will go ahead and give this game 4 stars. So thank you for listening to the Derek Ruby Show. You can follow me on Twitter at Derek Ruby Show. You can also follow me on Facebook at The Derek Ruby Show. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.